music media, The Roofman. So I wanted to see it. Interesting story, Toys R Us, nostalgia, all of the above. And I will say The Roofman started off as like a pretty decent movie that had a very, very cool story. And what I mean by that is, like, in the beginning of the film, it was suitable. It was telling us the story. It was giving us nostalgia. It was doing its job, but I wasn't exactly extremely impressed. But I will say that by the end of the film, that entirely changed, and I think it turned from a good film to a great film. And I think part of the reason why it was a good film in the beginning was that the pacing was kind of like basic, a little rudimentary. But by the end of it, the gripping of the emotions is what was most important. You're rooting for the guy who's a criminal. I think it's also very specific for me to say that I watched this movie in the Bronx. And normally I watch a lot of my movies in Manhattan, 34th Street, just for a better experience. Sorry. And because I'm doing other things down there. But watching it here in the Bronx also gave a very interesting experience, because you got everybody in the theater upset because everybody was rooting for the criminal. Not just because it was a good story and he was our main protagonist, but because you understand the struggle of somebody just trying to make their ends meet, whether they're making the right decisions or doing the wrong things or not. Channing Tatum, I feel like people like to sleep on him. They know that he's funny. They know that he does great movies, but he doesn't get all the love that he gets. And I feel like what this movie really was able to show, a grand scope of him. He was able to really show that fun, quirky, charming side of him. But there was these moments of true emotion and vulnerability, which was actually a great partner for scenes with Lakeith Stanfield, who always brings that strong intensity. But more importantly, Kirsten Dunst, man, she absolutely killed it. You forget why she's so good at being Mary Jane, and it's because she makes these subtle things where you know what she's thinking. And there's a part of this movie where her fucking cheeks quiver as the camera just lays on her, and it's completely incredible. So it's completely worth it to go see. You should definitely spend your time on it. I like fun movies like this where it feels like an old movie from the 90s, but what sets it apart is the true emotion of it. Great. Manic Music Media, The Roofman.